Ghanatube sunyi modafo snowy masan so atena se ensema wodo ekoso ewo man Ghana mu wonsa ebeka matena sisei de ene makwakopoa ensem ano ede ebro ebusianfo entem pass no dimechi na yenkotie ensem ni bi.
Welcome back. Now, the Vice President, Professor Naana J. is set to be flown out of the country for further medical treatment after receiving care for an undisclosed illness at the University of Ghana Medical Center. The Presidency's Communications Directorate released a statement today confirming that she was admitted at the UGMC on Saturday following the unexpected health incident. Here is the statement from the Presidency, and you can see it reads you can see with the heading Vice President Opoku Agyeman undergoes medical treatment. The Vice President, Excellency Naana Jane Opoku Agyeman, received treatment at the University of Ghana Medical Center on Saturday due to a sudden illness that occurred after work on Friday, March 28, 2025. The statement continues that based on experts' medical opinion, she will be seeking further care abroad. It ends with the statement, "We wish the Vice President a speedy recovery," and is signed by Felix Kwachi Ofosu, Member of Parliament and spokesperson to the President and Minister for Government Communications there. Now, the Ghana Navy is investigating a suspected pirate attack on a Ghanaian-registered fishing vessel, Meng 1, which occurred on the evening of Thursday, March 27 of this year. According to preliminary reports, 7 armed individuals boarded the ship at approximately 5:53 p.m. and fired warning shots, forcing several crew members to take cover in a safe area. The assailants remained on board for about 3 hours, during which they gathered the crew on deck and confiscated their mobile phones. Now, following the attack, the crew discovered that the captain, chief mate, and chief engineer, all Chinese nationals, were missing, leading authorities to suspect they have been kidnapped. Let us bring you details of the statement signed by the Director General Public Relations of the Ghana Armed Forces, Brigadier General Agri Kwashi, and the statement also with the heading, "A suspected pirate attack on fishing vessel Meng 1 in Ghanaian waters." It states that the Ghana Navy is investigating a suspected pirate attack on a Ghanaian registered fishing vessel, Meng 1, that took place in its waters on the evening of Thursday, March 27. At approximately 5:53 hours, preliminary reports indicated that 7 armed individuals boarded the ship and fired warning shots, prompting several crew members to cover in a safe area. The pirates stayed on board for about 3 hours after assembling everyone on deck and confiscating their mobile phones. The statement adds that following their departure, the crew came out of hiding to find the captain, chief mate, and chief engineer, all Chinese nationals, missing, who are suspected of being kidnapped by the attackers. The crew had to sail closer to land before reporting the event because there was no mobile network coverage at sea. And it also continues that the rest of the crew is safe and the ship has now safely docked at the Tema Fishing Harbour. The Marine Police and the Eastern Naval Command's Naval Intelligence personnel have conducted initial interrogations confirming the incident and the suspected abduction. It concludes with that information of the incident has been shared with the neighboring countries through the ECOWAS Multinational Maritime Coordination Center, Zone F in Accra, under the Yaoundé Architecture for Maritime Security. And it says that this was to alert our neighbors to also look out for the kidnappers. It ends that meanwhile, all efforts have been made by intelligence agencies to locate and free the crew of the ship. And it's signed by Agri Kwashi, Brigadier General, Director General, Public Relations. Now, joining us on Zoom now is Victor Doke, a security analyst on this very incident. Mr. Victor, thank you very much for joining us. Can you please help us appreciate how vulnerable Ghana's waters to pirate attack are, and has there been any such, incident recently?
Thank you very much. Good day to you and then your cherished viewers. So, with regards to what has happened in our waters, it only calls for alertness, not too much of a concern, in as much as we think the situation may be bad, yes, but then we look at holistically the Gulf of Guinea, which has been, labeled as a route for, illegalities with regards to drug trade, piracy, and all of that. And even according to the African Defense Forum report, which has stated clearly, some countries have been their routes have been notably used for drug trade and all of that. I think with these kind of developments, we need to look at how we can quickly, as much as possible, enhance. I use the word enhance because there have been processes in place with regards to how what our water bodies or maritime space can be secure and safe for trade activities to go on. Enhancing the use of modern technology in this regard to detect, vessels that are part of our, designated water bodies or the limits that we are supposed to have. Technology with regards to how we can also receive information about, such attacks that are going on sea and to respond effectively to it. So technology cuts across. Now, whether this has happened, prior to the situation, I may not readily be able to tell you. But what I know is this incident has taught us that with regards to our maritime space, we need to be a little bit more proactive in that regard. And for these, the crew that have been, interrogated, I think what authorities should do is also try to find out whether there is a connection with regards to, the past days, the, news about the drug that was transported via waters into our mainland. We should try to see if there's any kind of connection, because I kind of analyze the situation, and I think we should explore all options with regards to questioning and then finding information and all of that. I think the first, response with regards to contacting the Maritime Coordination Center is in good view, because then you need to collaborate with other agencies in these countries that form the MMCC in Zone F specifically, to also give information. So in that regard, it is good. But as to whether these countries will also have the necessary tools, and I come again here to technology, because now the way forward is merging maritime security with enhanced technology to detect even what is happening outside their waters, to respond rapidly and then clear the situation.
Madam Azza Mudi Mechi Kotie and Sema Hodo I Koso Ewo or my Ghana. I was a phobit me edo comments no Ewukimi na Mejebre Akinkanina Ede Amo aha Ghanatube so open semitia now the winning achuma and also waiting subscribe now don't say emia bell no so Ede Amame Fefe aha Ghanatube so see a dear Macram.